Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Heather. I'm here to share a book with you today called City Signs. There's not a lot of reading and not a lot of adventure in this, but it's a very important book all about the kinds of signs that we see around the city. So this should be kind of fun. So the book is City Signs by Zoran Milic. There are so many different kinds of signs. So let's see. So there are signs on cars. So this is a police car and it says police. There's all kinds of signs on this car, huh? There's numbers, there's $10,000 reward and a phone number to call. And over here we have a sign that says fire station number 23. And then on this truck, there's another sign and it says Mac. So those are some things that we can see in our city. Here is another vehicle that's an emergency vehicle and it says ambulance. That's an important one to know. Here's some cars. What do you think this is on top of theirs? What do you think this says? In our city, we don't see these a lot, but they are around. It says taxi. In the big city, there are lots of taxis, just like that, lined up, one right after the other. This is something we see in our city. This is a bus. This is a bus stop sign, and it says bus stop. And over here, this is something we don't see at our school a lot, but a lot of schools have them, and it's school bus. And on their bus, they have a sign, and it says school bus. And they have little numbers. So here is a person. Do you see a sign on this person? There is, and it's important. It says school crossing guard. We have a school crossing guard at our school, and they wear this so people can see them so that they know who they are, and they know that they need to stop because there's kids around. This is an important sign. This is a railroad, and it says railroad crossing because this train's coming right on the railroad, and you got to stop when they're coming. So, and this is just kind of a sign that people might have. This says horses. So they are just, it's like a zoo or something where you go and they say, make sure that you know they're identifying that this is a horse. Horses. And this one, you might be able to read with me. This is a lot of fun. You might be able to guess it. So this is a place that you go to have fun with your family, and it says park. It's a park. Here's another person with a sign on them. Do you know what this person says? They're watching the people in the water, making sure everybody's safe. This says lifeguard. And his hat, even really small if you look, says lifeguard. And this is a sign telling you where you're at. This sign says beach. We're at the beach. And then here is a sign. What is this person holding? That's right. It says ice cream. So this is something they're selling, something they're offering. And so they put it in a sign. And here's another food one. What is this? We all know what this is and we love it. Pizza. And that's their sign. And then down here, there's a little sign. It has their menu on it. And this, what are they doing here? And this is a garbage can. And this says litter. So this is a sign telling you where you can put your garbage. So if you have garbage, you go, oh, there's a garbage can. It says litter. Litter goes here. And here's another garbage can, different looking, but the same. And this says, keep New York City clean. Don't litter. Put it here. And so everybody can put their garbage here. That way, see how clean the street is around it? Oh, and here's a bigger sign. This is a really big sign. And you can see all the other little signs on the produce and stuff. But it says supermarket. So that you know that this is a place that you can go and get groceries. And then here's one of their little signs, I bet. And what are these? Lemons, and it says lemons, 4 for $1. So that's a little sign. And here's a sign. This is the same thing. This is a door to something. So one of the signs says pull, and see he's pulling it toward him. And then this sign says push. So then you push your way out. So it's pull and push. That way you know, because if you pulled here, it wouldn't go. You have to push. That's an important sign. Oh, here's another very important sign if you're driving a car. So here you have a car garage that you'd find downtown in a city, and it says enter, so you know that the car has to go in this building. And then this sign is really big also, but it says What do you think? Because cars coming out, it says exit. So that's very important because you wouldn't want to go in the exit or out the enter, because then you could have a car accident. Not be safe. And here's another sign, big sign, says car wash. And you can tell people are in there washing their cars, making them all clean. And then this is a place of business. This says used cars. Look how that sign is different. It's up and down, whereas this sign is horizontal. This one is vertical. It's a different way to make a sign. This is another sign that says something kind of for sale. This says bicycle, and that's a very cool looking bicycle. This is an interesting sign. This says bump, and that is to tell the cars that there's a speed bump coming. So you might want to slow down. There's a bump ahead. This is an important sign. This is a sign. This is where they're working, and it says construction. And that tells you that up ahead there's going to be some construction and you should be very extra safe. See how this guy's in the construction zone? He's past that sign and he's wearing a hard hat. And somebody has written a sign here, not a professional sign, but they've written danger. That's just another good way to let them know this is a dangerous area. You need to go get your hard hat. And here's a sign. It's a street sign. We see them all over the streets. And it says road closed. And that's very important because, again, they're doing some kind of work and they want to make sure nobody comes in there because it could be very dangerous. Oh, and this sign, everybody knows this sign. This is the last sign. What do you think this sign says? It says stop. When we see big stop signs all over town, don't we? The end. This is a great book to be able to look at. And now what you could do is you could go around town and look for signs. And signs are something that are very important to read because they're always telling us something about the area where we're at. And if you can start learning how to read, you can look at those signs and start reading, and it'll make you so smart, and you'll know where you're at and what you should and should not do. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you later.